Magdalena Gomez Gregorio pleaded for the return of her dad, one of hundreds of undocumented immigrants rounded up Wednesday by Immigration and Customs Enforcement.
My dad didn't do nothing. He's not a criminal.
The 11-year-old and other children of those arrested stayed at a community center gymnasium overnight after about 600 immigration agents targeted food processing plants across central Mississippi.
Hey, people. This is pretty heavy what I just watched and witnessed. I just watched a little girl who is 11 named Magdalena cried her eyes out because apparently ICE, meaning the immigration in the USA, rather in Mississippi, they detained and took away her dad. And basically she was on the news crying and pleading for them to release her dad because she feels like he's not a criminal, he's just an honest working dad, and she loves her dad. And she was kind of left alone basically. And I think that's really, really unfair, and it's very, very sad. And so my question, with all of that's going on, is what is it that the USA as a country, as a people, not the government, but just as a people, what are they going to do to try to help this little girl out? Not just with money, no. I mean, what are they doing to go to ICE, to go to the government and say, no, we're not going to have this? This is so unfair. Also, another question is, what is the people of the USA going to do as far as not re-electing Donald Trump as the next president, in spite of this action? That's my question. Another question I also have, even though, we know with TV and, and reporting and all that stuff, it's, edited and it's all, made to look a certain way and all this other stuff. But I guess my question more or less would be, even though, the reporter clearly got the little girl's side of things and how she felt, and that was great. But my question about that reporter was, why couldn't they show the reporter asking, well, what can I do to help you? Like, does the reporter have any kind of concern for that little girl and the position that she's in? So, another question is, if this is supposed to be a representation of Make America Great, then my question for y'all is, how are y'all as a country, as the USA, United States of America, by the way, going to make America great by having these type of incidents happen over and over and over, and as well as the shootings, and as well as all of these things that are starting to manifest lately, and so my question is, what is the turnaround as a people, not just the government, because obviously the government is not going to do too much. So my thing is, what is the people, in terms of what stand are they going to make to infiltrate, to say enough is enough? What are the people going to do to say to each other and gather as a community and say, listen, we need to take back our community. Never mind counting on the government, never mind counting on the president. If something is wrong, we need to come together as a community. We need to right the wrongs. You know what I mean? Also, we need to up our values and our ways as a people, in terms of how we get along as a community and how we treat each other, so that we're not depending upon nobody but ourselves, so that we have an environment where we could say we could live with, good and bad, right? So that's my question in all of this. And it's absolutely sad and it's heartbreaking to see that this is still going on in America. And so it's interesting that the country still has a president that obviously has his own agenda going, and that the country is not standing up to say, no, we will not stand for this, because we are the ones that got you into office by way of vote. So you need us, not that we need you. You need us. So therefore, if we're complaining, then you got to listen to us. If you don't listen to us, then we won't listen to you and we won't vote you in. So that's how it's supposed to be done. So y'all tell me what y'all think. Y'all leave a comment down there and let me know what y'all think, because I think this is just ridiculous and I think it's sad. And this whole message of make America great again, it's just absolute bullshit, and I don't see where America is becoming great again. And you have this little girl who is crying her eyes out for her dad simply because they wanted to come into the country to make money, to work. Like, come on. Not like this guy is coming into the country to sell drugs, to do anything illegal in that manner. He's coming in there to pick fucking oranges and agriculture and all that stuff so that you guys can eat something. That's what he's coming in there to do. So if you guys cannot see that as a bigger picture, then something is wrong. Something is wrong as far as the laws, and something is wrong with on an economic status. Because if you can't see that as a win-win, that somebody's coming in there to do the work, to make sure that you are eating food, then I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, that's just sad. That sucks if you think about it. But anyways, so in the meantime, y'all let me know what y'all think. And if you are in the USA, please try to help that little girl get back her dad so that her dad can be with her, rightfully where he belongs, with his family. Okay? So, let me breathe. Anyways, so in the meantime, please subscribe to my channel. Give this a thumbs up. Share this with your family and your friends. Also, please leave me a comment. I really want to know what you think about this situation. Please, I really want to know. All right? So, in the meantime, as always, one love.